Good afternoon, it's Thursday and we're heading to Nice today. Let me show you my outfit. Now I've got a little spot for outfit posts. Outfit checks.
Aye.
What's it called? Like fit check.
Don't.
As the Gen Zs would say.
Sorry, I'm just doing my shirt.
As the Gen Zs would say. Fit check. So I've got this, oh I'm out of focus. I've got this shirt from Organic Basics. And then I've kind of like undone it a little bit so you can see a little peek of my
You forgot to do that.
sexy lingerie. I got this bra from M&S. M&S bras, they're the best, honestly. The Rosie Huntington Whiteley ones. You just don't feel comfort like you do in their bras. They just are so good. Got the same necklaces I've been wearing on. Got my same sunglasses and handbag. And this shirt is essentially like an oversized men's shirt, but then I've got these shorts from M&S on, and depending on how I feel I might tuck it in later, but for now I'm just kind of wearing like this, and it's like, I don't know, kind of looks like I'm just wearing a shirt, but also from the side you can kind of tell I've got, anyway, I was trying to decide between my navy shorts and these ones, and I think this is a bit more like, I don't know, does it really look like I'm just wearing a shirt? Oh well, I don't care. And then I've got my Birkenstocks on because they're the most comfy shoes, and I'm kind of going for a bit of a black and white look. But yeah, just feeling like wearing something a bit less girly because I've been wearing dresses every day. And I'll catch up with you when we're in Nice. Oh, I didn't actually debrief about the meal last night. I've also got a cold. You see how my nose is red? Perfect timing. It always happens to me. When I'm busy, I like hold on, and then the second I stop and relax, I get ill. And I think it's because I was overdoing it leading up to the wedding, and now it's caught up with me. But yeah, the meal last night was amazing. The fact that there was a vegan a la carte menu in like the south of France, just incredible, and the food was so yummy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It had like vegan chicken, vegan salmon, vegan duck,
it's
vegan.
The kind of thing, like if we'd gone somewhere in Cornwall or London, we would have been like, wow, I wasn't expecting this, but to find it in the town in the south of France, where we were expecting to be eating pasta all week.
Honestly, we've actually eaten really well. Like, I feel like there's a bit of a bad rep in France for not eating well as a vegan, but we've not struggled. We've actually managed to get so many places. Maybe it's because where we're staying is a very touristy area, so they've accommodated to it, but we've been having great food, and we looked in Nice today and there's loads of places that we can eat, so I'm looking forward to it. So it is 20 to 1, so we're going to leave and we're going to go get lunch in Nice.
The man at the bar recommended an ice cream place.
Oh, okay.
He said Azzurro.
Ah, okay, we'll go there then.
Yeah.
How did you have a chat with him?
He said, will you be coming back? As we were sat by the pool.
Yeah.
And I said, no, we're going to Nice. And yeah, I was going to ask him for recommendations, but then he suggested that place.
Well, let's head out. So we got a lovely lunch from, what was it called? My brain today is not working, I've got a cold.
It says, oh, it said it on the bag.
Well, I'll put it on screen because I have no idea. Do you have any idea what it was called?
Kaju.
Kaju. We got a burger each and I got a lovely smoothie. And he recommended, because they didn't have any seating, he recommended that we just go around the corner and then you get the lift up this big hill. So we were walking, what was I saying? We had our food, it was yummy.
He said come up the hill.
But we just walked past two other English people and they said they're looking for a waterfall, and I was like, I didn't know there was a waterfall, so now we're going to go look for the waterfall.
It's definitely over here.
Yeah, you can hear it. But yeah, that was a lovely lunch, though I'm still very hungry. I don't know if it's because I've got a cold or because it's not settled in yet, but I feel like I want to go get more food. I can't breathe out my mouth. I'm having a hard time.
Oh, I feel like I read it. And
So this is medieval? Wow.
Could be.
It said it was. It was rebuilt in the Gothic era. Last day on the beach. We're off to a different beach tomorrow.
It's a hard life, huh?
It's a hard life. You're not naked, are you? Did you hear what was going on just there? Alex was washing his hands. So it's our last evening. We have been lounging on the beach all afternoon and it's been glorious. I am feeling a lot better today and I've got my fun outfit on. This I have had for a really long time. The last time I wore this was to the David Attenborough premiere that I went to with Imi and Blue, and it was very fun and very surreal that we got invited to that. And I got this on Depop. I don't even remember when, a long time even before then. Like, I feel like 5 years ago or something. It's this kind of like, you can't even see it. I kind of think of it as like an accordion material, and it's a jumpsuit. Can you even see it? I feel like it's too dark in here for you to even see it. So here it is. And I've got my white heels on. And yeah, I've got this lovely low back. And then I've got my earrings, my wedding earrings. And then this necklace. What was the brand called? I'll put it on screen. They sent it to me kindly. And it's this kind of like, I think it's cubic zirconia or moissanite, I forget which one, but it's very, very pretty. And I thought it looked very cute with this neckline. I feel like it would be better maybe if it was a bit more of a choker, but I can't make it any shorter, but you get the gist. It does the job. Maybe actually I could wear it a bit more like that. Yeah, so that's my outfit, and we're going back to La Cafetière Fele, because it has a full vegan a la carte menu, so we can't not go and eat there again, because there are like quite a few things on the menu that we didn't try. So we're gonna go back, eat there, and then probably have a drink somewhere and just have our last night in Antibes. And then tomorrow we're heading to Cassis. I actually have no idea how I've split this video up. I'm assuming I've probably split it in half, so I don't know whether that means that this is the last of this and then I'll put Cassis as a whole nother vlog, or who knows, because I've just been trying to film whatever I can, whenever I can. What are you doing?
Eating.
He's eating these, they're very garlicky olives.
I paid good money for these.
They're quite expensive. We were in an organic shop, because in France, to get vegan stuff, go into a bio shop and they have like vegan things, and we got some olives. But yeah,
it's hard to get vegan olives.
I'm going to be so sad to leave this hotel. It is the most beautiful hotel and everyone is very, I don't know, I feel a bit like it's, like I said at the start, a bit out of my depth because it's just so fancy pants and everyone looks after you so well and everyone's so nice. And we've had just a really positive experience, a lovely stay, haven't we?
Why doesn't everyone live in hotels?
Can you imagine? Yeah, it's made, I feel like it's very important when you go on your honeymoon, obviously you amp it up kind of like your wedding day to be like the best holiday. So you do, well, we splashed out more than we have ever done on a holiday, so it's like you really want to make the most of it, and it makes a difference when people are just, I mean, I know it's their job, but like I feel like everyone's just been so nice and it's been very lovely. And yeah, we're going to a bed and breakfast in Cassis, so it'd be not a hotel, which would be different, but like different in a lovely way. I really like the low-key feeling of being like by yourself. And then we'll be in a villa with my family, so that will be like really, really chilled. And I can't wait. I'm not going to vlog my holiday with my family though, so you'll just see us when we get back home. But I just honestly have loved every second, and Antibes is beautiful. Nice was so cool to visit, but I think to stay, Antibes is like really lovely because it's just very relaxing, because it's not as big and it's much more like, you know, by the sea and very chilled. It's where I imagine people are more likely to be here for like a holiday. Whereas Nice, it feels more like people are visiting there for like a day or two to visit. Anyway, my nose is running and I've chatted for 5 minutes. Yay. Got our seat for some pre-dinner drinks right outside Carrefour. Good spot, eh? Fun.
I love drinking outside supermarkets.
Haven't done it since I was a teenager.
That's a lie.
Cheers. I can't count how many Aperols I've had on this trip.
I can.
Too many. No, not enough. Best feeling when you go to the come back and the food has arrived. Oh my gosh, why wouldn't it? It's too hot, I'm going to eat it. You've seen that thing on TikTok? Right. Right. Go on, you do it. No, you gotta do it with the chopsticks. You gotta do it with the chopsticks. Do it.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
Do it. So, huh?
First time?
How long have we been here?
I know.
So we've been here an hour and a half. We've finished our bottle of wine. We've had our starters. And no sign of mains.
Oh, what's that?
I'm so hungry. We got here at what, 7:45? It's 9:15. I'm not used to this. It's so different in France. I'm so hungry. Good afternoon from Cassis. We have just arrived in our bed and breakfast in Cassis. It wasn't that long of a drive actually. We went via Cannes and had lunch in Cannes, and it was very rainy, so we didn't really explore too much, but we did get to see it and walk around. But honestly, I think I've died and arrived in heaven. I love France so much. It's my dream one day to own somewhere in France, like to have a holiday home, because when I went to Provence in the summer, I was just blown away. Where we've just been, the French Riviera, absolutely blown away, and now we're in Cassis, and I just feel like I've just arrived in the most gorgeous villa I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to show you the room, and then we're going to walk outside because the gardens are like, I'm going to take loads of pictures because it's going to be so inspirational for our home and the stuff I want to do with our garden. It's just... So this is our bedroom. Look at this gorgeous bed. Like, oh my gosh. I will leave a link to this place because you can stay here on booking.com. I just found it looking at places in Cassis. It's like a bit up in the hills, but it's really close to get down to the coast. But yeah, this room, gorgeous, gorgeous room with lovely terracotta tiles. We've got a nice big, what do you call these? Futon? What is it, the French word for it? I can't remember. And look at this beautiful built-in wardrobe, like that is built into the wall. It's so beautiful. This, I think she's put inside, she was saying, because it's raining today, but that goes out here in the morning for breakfast. We have our own terrace, and then I think if there's other people staying next door, that's their room. But I don't know if anyone's staying there or not. Look at these beautiful lights, these shutters, these amazing plants, even the patio tiles, and then down here it's like something out of Romeo and Juliet. Look at that huge olive tree, all these blue shutters. You know the place that we stayed in Provence, Alex, had shutters like that. It was like an old farmhouse and they had lovely blue shutters. I feel like it's a very similar style of home. These doors, everything, just, oh, I just love everything. And then look at this old door, this huge key on it. She was saying someone else stayed here who accidentally took the key back to Australia, so don't lose the key. Out here we've got our own private little garden area. I think that's why I booked this room, because the other ones didn't. I thought that'd be quite nice. The lovely olive tree, but it has been raining, so I'm not going to go too far. But yeah, just look at this. I actually can't quite believe we're here. We are here for just 2 nights, and then we're headed to Durban, Corbière. So we're here for, yeah, this is Saturday. So here Saturday night and then Sunday night, and then we leave on Monday. So yeah, it's Saturday today. So this evening I think we'll probably go into Cassis and have dinner. And then tomorrow we'll go back into Cassis probably to have like maybe, you know, stroll around the town, go to the beach, that kind of thing, and try and maximise the day. And then Monday we leave. But I don't want to leave. It smells so good in here. Look at these beans. It's just gorgeous. I'm gonna go outside and show you the garden. So, ooh, what's up here? Oh my gosh, is this like a little... Oh my gosh. So cute. I noticed they've got all the built-in, what's it called? Why is my brain not working? What's it called when you have irrigation? Look at this lovely cacti stone flower bed. Just look at this. Just so beautiful. Look at these lemon trees and these big pots. Just look at this. I think she was saying it was a freshwater pool or it was a natural pool or something. But my gosh. This is absolutely insane. I just think, can we just move here, please? I'm assuming that you can book the main house. Because I said, do you live in the main house? And she said, no, I live next door. And it looks like it's set up as a holiday let. This is the communal kitchen, which is lovely. I'm going to try and find some wine glasses so we can have some Prosecco.
This is the chair I want at home also.
Woo!
What do you mean?
I don't like Prosecco.
This is Prosecco from France, Maddie. I have strained, like my hamstring driving. Cheers.
Inhale.
Same thing, yeah. All the gas.
We've decided to walk into town. It says it's half an hour, but I feel like it says it's half an hour to the like centre of town. So I think, oh, of course, I thought it was coming this way. I think it'll be like 20 minutes to the edge of town, which I'm fine with. I've only got my little sandals on.
I've kept my trainers on. Very smart.
Sometimes also walking in means you actually get to see where you are.
Yeah, you really get to see everything you want to.
We just did a little photo shoot with our timer on my phone. Oh my gosh, look.
It's wine.
It's a vineyard. See, we would not have appreciated how gorgeous this is. We were saying that I'm not sure I've ever been anywhere that's this quiet. Like, stop. Nothing. No birds.
Although since you've arrived, it's been quite loud.
But like at our house, it's quiet, but there are always birds. I mean, I love that, and you can kind of also hear a road. If the wind's in the right direction, you can hear the main road. Yeah. That's like quite a while away, but you can hear it. Whereas here, it's just so quiet. It must be the position in the valley. But oh my gosh, it's so picturesque here. I always loved I loved being by the sea, but you cannot beat the views and the way it feels when you're like in the proper countryside. Can you? I was there. Like, this is more like what it was like in Provence. I suppose it's because we kind of are just off Provence. And I just said, oh, you can't beat being in the countryside, but like, I live in Cornwall. This is like, I feel like this is probably the equivalent. Well, because you're by the sea to Cornwall, because like where we live, we're by the sea, but we're in the countryside. Best of both worlds. Okay. I mean, look at this. Ah, Alex pose. Thumbnail.
Thank you.
So the B&B has prepared us breakfast. We've obviously said to them we'll be vegan. I think they've done their best. There's a bit of butter here, but we'll work around it. It looks so good. I think he's made us pancakes. Yeah, and she said that they're vegan, so pretty good. Yeah, if it was sunnier, we would have it outside, but it's a bit cold.
Yes, true.
Good morning from Cassis.
Can we do it?
We are just leaving our little bed and breakfast. Alex said he had the best night's sleep he's had on the holiday so far. It was a very comfy bed. I think it was also just like the thunder and lightning and the rain was very relaxing. We are heading into Cassis. We are taking this whole trip very laid back. We're not putting any expectations on like sightseeing or doing a lot, because that's not what this is about. It's about relaxing. So we're just going to go into town. There is a route where you can hike and there's a pretty view, and you can go for like 3 hours or you can just go for 45 minutes. There's different routes. So the bed and breakfast hosts, who are, by the way, the loveliest people ever, they said that's a nice thing to do. There's also a chateau like on the hill, so maybe we go up and look at that, have some lunch, just like wander around the town, see what the town is like. And then I want to go to a vineyard. Alex is not so sure, but also maybe Alex is right, because when we're in Durban Corbière, that's something we'll probably do with my family, so yeah, maybe we don't need to do that twice.
Oh wow, look.
Oh my gosh. The thunderstorms have like destroyed all the road.
Because we walked this yesterday and it was completely, what's the word?
Yeah. Wow.
Neat and clean.
The thunder the lightning must have hit one of the walls.
Well,
or the rain.
It was just raining.
You're mean. Stop! Why is that so funny?
I like that was your thought.
Yeah.
The lightning hit the wall.
Yeah.
As lightning does.
I would like to go to a vineyard. Alex isn't so sure. He said if it was him, he would have literally stayed at the B&B all day doing nothing. Yeah. Because it is heaven. I agree. I think we should do that. But also, if you've come and paid to be in Cassis, then you should see Cassis. Because otherwise you may as well have just gone and got a bed and breakfast in the middle of nowhere.
Sure, I understand.
But I think, yeah, after we've had lunch, we'll probably go back to the bed and breakfast and go in the pool and read and relax for the rest of the afternoon. Because the weather is not looking great for the next week, which is, I feel so sorry for my family. Because they haven't been on a holiday in like 3 years. And the week after, back to being like 23, 24, but this week it's like gusty winds, rain on and off, not warm. And I'm worried the next week it's not going to be great weather when we're there, and we're going to run out of things, like run out of time to like, you know, be by the pool and relax, whereas today it looks quite sunny. So I feel like any day that it's like that, you should at least have some time. And the good thing is it's usually the warmest at like 2 or 3 o'clock, so that's kind of perfect. So yeah, we're just going to have a nice chill day, see what Cassis is about.
Ooh, look at that.
Wowee.
Should we walk up there?
I'm not sure you can, love. This is our setup for the afternoon. We had our lovely morning and afternoon, early afternoon in Cassis. And now it's time to rest by the pool. Cassis is not vegan friendly, FYI. We struggled.
But the fish was very nice.
God. Yeah, every single restaurant is fish, 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 fish. We ended up having pasta, but like it's difficult. You can't eat on the front, basically.
Well, there was a place with a vegan salad.
Yeah, it's just not good enough, is it?
But there wasn't that other place that thought... On the French menu it said vegetarian cheese, but they translated that to vegan cheese. So you momentarily got excited that it was vegan cheese, and you realised no, it's not. It's just parmesan that didn't have like rennet in it.
So it's not like Antibes was just really easy. Like I was actually quite shocked like how easy it was, but here it's not been the case. But whatever.
Antibes felt less touristy.
Yes, way less.
And yet more vegan friendly.
But this is a port right by the sea. Maybe it's a fishing port. Yeah. Maybe Antibes, it felt more like people had their yachts there.
That's true.
I don't think many people are fishing in Antibes.
I expect more fish here. I was hoping for like something a bit more easy.
Yeah. But who can complain when you're in heaven? I've just finished The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which was absolutely incredible. Like one of the best books I've read in a while. I actually had a really good run with books recently. I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Before that, that was in Provence. I haven't read really much in between. I was reading It Ends With Us. Oh, I finished that as well. I've read 2 books on this holiday.
Alright, braggy.
So no, I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo in Provence. It was amazing. I think that's probably my favourite out of all of them I've read that I'm mentioning now. Go read that if you haven't. Then I read It Ends With Us, and it was very good, but it also felt like I was reading a book that was meant for teenagers. Like I would have loved it as a teenager. As a 30-year-old woman, it was good. I enjoyed the kind of like twists and turns, and it was, you know, lovely, but it's also quite cringe. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't say, oh my gosh, you have to read it. It's kind of one of those books that's like, I would have taken it or left it. The Tattooist of Auschwitz was absolutely incredible. I've just told Alex he has to read it now. I went there actually when I was like 14 on a school trip to Poland, and I will never forget that for the rest of my life, that experience. So reading that book, it was a phenomenal book. And I know that it does have its criticisms, but I enjoyed it as a novel. So yeah, and next I'm on to The Goldfinch. I basically just raided my sister's library of books, and I said, which one should I read? And she gave me The Tattooist of Auschwitz and The Goldfinch, along with others, but I picked these 2. This is a hefty one, so hopefully this will keep me going for the rest of the trip. And then I've got my Kindle if I finish this. And I think if I finish this, I'll read the because I read The Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'll read the second one of that probably, because I did really enjoy the first one. Again, it's a bit teenagery because it kind of has Hunger Games vibes, but it's also quite fun. But I also kind of really want to read just like a really soppy romance, because I haven't read one of those in a while, so maybe I'll read one of those. But yeah, we're going to read this. This is probably another sad one. I think it's about a guy who has something horrendous happen, and then you follow him afterwards. Is that what it's about? So it says he survives a catastrophe and then moves to New York, and it's to do with the criminal underworld. Oh wow. What are you reading, Alex?
A good book.
What's it called?
Foundation.
Isaac Asimov. I mean, why do you read such serious books? I mean, I just read The Tattooist of Auschwitz.
One of the most staggering achievements in modern sci-fi.
Alex exclusively reads sci-fi, basically. That's why I want you to read The Tattooist of Auschwitz, because you don't read books like that ever.
This, I've read it once before, but now it's a TV show. And I think it didn't get great reviews, but I'll watch it anyway, because why not?
Just some light reading.
Yeah. There's 3 books in one. It's a trilogy. Hello!
After some time at the pool, there were a bajillion flies, and we came inside, and the lovely B&B hosts made us a little aperitif on the terrace.
It was like pate. One was pate, and one was like mackerel. I guess pate as well.
No, it was olive tapenade on some baguettes with some olives that were just from round the corner.
No,
and
it was from his garden.
No.
Oh,
was it?
I thought that's what he said. He said it was from this tree.
No, it was from round the corner, as in like a farm round the corner. And the Alex, and then he was showing us the garden, how he grows. It's, I think, a sister fruit to grapefruit. Then there's obviously olives, pomelo. He was telling us all about the garden. He like did the garden and grew all the trees, and he said that the olive tree down here is 250 years old.
Yeah. Which one is it down?
The one in the courtyard. But yeah, we're going out now. I've reached the point in my holiday where I can't be bothered to get dressed up. I know at the start of a holiday you're like, I'm getting dressed up every night, a bit of makeup on. I've put a bit of concealer under my eyes, I've curled my eyelashes, and I put some lip balm on, and I'm going out because I can't be bothered. I feel like when you're on holiday though, you have a bit of a glow. You're feeling a bit more like your skin looks nicer because you've been in the sun. And then I'm literally wearing like my sundress and a cardigan because I can't be bothered. But also, when you're on holiday is where you get to the point where you're like, no one's looking at me.
I'm wearing Bare Minerals.
He's stolen my lip balm and it looks like he's putting lipstick on. He does that every time. Cocktail number 3. Fraud. Nobody suspects you're vlogging because it just looks like you're tourist taking pictures.
Am I in focus yet?
Yes, you are.
Good.
I can see the gap in your beard.
Guess I'm shaving tomorrow morning then.
Come at me, haters.
I see the gap in your beard as well.
I actually do have to shave the hair off my chin. Off my chinny chin chin. Come on, ladies. Some of us have to do it, don't we? Well, I say I shave. I shave it because I hair zap it. What do you call it? The hair removal device?
Laser beams.
The laser beams, that's why I have to shave it. But before that I used to use the like Nair cream.
Lumia.
I feel like any lady with this amount of dark hair, you're gonna have a bit of a beard and a bit of a moustache, aren't you? Let's be honest. The cocktails are getting honest now. Good evening, everyone. I got my ice cream. I've picked up some coconut and chocolate sorbet because wow, was this evening a fail. You know how earlier we said it's very difficult to eat vegan in Cassis. So for dinner, we found a place online. I can't remember the name of it. We found a place online that had lots of vegetarian things like asterisks on the menu. So I was like, okay, great. The menu might have changed, but it seems like they're aware of what's vegetarian, what's, you know, that maybe veganism is in their
wheelhouse.
So we get there, look at the menu, and we're like, oh my gosh, okay, great. They've got a rigatoni. It said, I can't remember what it was exactly. It was like rigatoni, porcini mushrooms, red wine. What else was on it? Basil. We were like, wonderful. We had they had a platter as a starter. So it had like loads of like grilled vegetables, amazing. We get the main, and no joke, it was full meat, rigatoni, sausages. I just honestly, both of us, I'm not even gonna lie, both of us were too embarrassed to say anything. So we just had some wine, moved the food around a little bit, and paid for it and left.
Because the waiter had already been quite pissy.
The waiter was
As soon as we
already in
sat
a bad
there,
mood.
He was very odd. He was kind of like, we went inside and he was essentially, what did he do? He was sort of speaking like half French, half English. He was just like, mute.
There's the menu,
He was like,
deal
over,
with it.
over there.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, sit anywhere. I was like, well, there's a nice way to say that.
Yeah.
You don't need to be annoying about it. And then
I think it's just...
immediately we were like, what, do we leave? I don't really want to stay here anymore. We're like, no, the menu looked really nice. And then
we've got to the point where I don't know if any of you ever have like the social anxiety where like in the UK something arrives and it's wrong, I will 1000% be the person to say, excuse me, sorry, in a polite way. I'll say, I'm really sorry, this isn't what I ordered, please could I have something different, if that does happen.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be rude to a waitress because I was a waitress for years and I hate when people are like nasty to waitresses or waiters. There's a bit of social anxiety with speaking in France. I mean, it's not even, this is my problem. I should be able to speak French if I'm coming to places like this. It's my own English ignorance that I can't speak French to people, and that is not their problem that I can't speak French. So I don't want to make it their problem that I can't speak French and communicate what I want to them. So I've got to the point now where I'm like, I just don't want to cause them a problem. So we basically resigned ourselves. This is out of focus. It's going to be a wonderful clip. We basically resigned ourselves to decide. I'm going to put this light on. I put the light on because you could not see me. We basically resigned ourselves to decide that we're going to move this pasta around a bit. We've eaten the starter and they're never going to know. Alex had a few bits of the pasta without any of the meat on it, and I was like, right, let's just pay, let's leave, and let's get an ice cream. We were hoping we might find somewhere that did like takeaway chips or something.
Well, that place does do chips, but it was shut. No,
yeah,
like this
yeah.
one.
The place that did the ice cream did have chips, but they'd stopped serving. It's kind of like, it's a Sunday, they're not going to have that kind of thing on at the minute.
I'm surprised they're still open on a Sunday.
I'm so glad that they had ice cream. But it's so funny. It's going to be a funny anecdote for when we remember our honeymoon. And now we're driving back through broken roads because of the thunderstorm.
It's a shame, but it's funny.
It's funny. I've got my ice cream.
Well, I mean, if you can't laugh, you have to cry.
Yeah.
Especially once you see the bill.
Oh, the bill. Good morning. It's Monday morning and this is the last day of our honeymoon officially. We're meeting my family in Narbonne today and we're going to Durban Corbière for the week. So we have left Cassis and we've gone via Aix-en-Provence for just like, oh look, this has got falafel, maybe that's the place to go. Yeah, just for lunch, and then that's it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Very sad that our honeymoon's over, but we've got a family holiday now, so yay!
Can't complain.
Can't complain. So see you soon.
Are we filming this or are we going to be back home?
No. See you later.
See you in England.